Well, hey there. This is Zeke, and I'm out in my workshop, and it's really amazing the kind of things that might happen when you step outside of your circle of friends and start meeting people online or elsewhere that are very different thinking than you. And I think it's a healthy thing. And case in point, one of my videos apparently irritated somebody that calls themselves superblackwoman1. And I think I'm not all that well versed in all the new technologies out there, but I think this is a Twitter thing, which I've never done. But apparently one of my videos really irritated this person, and this is what this person wrote. And I'm going to read it to you. I'll be off camera, sorry. I'm not real rich, so I got to lean down to my computer screen. Alan West is a hate monger and extremist, and you white cons only like West because he hates his own black race. Fox News is a joke. 5 people on a panel, and only one of them is liberal, Bob Beckel. 1 against 5 destroys everyone on the panel. Conservatives always defend and worship hate. In capital letters, you white rednecks love Uncle Tom Allen West. And, you know, I responded to that, and I'll read you my response. Wow, it's amazing to me that you don't even know me at all, but you accuse me of being a racist, and in doing so, show yourself to be a racist. Alan West is a retired military leader and now is a senator. I could not care less what color his skin is. I just like his political philosophy. And I wrote a lot more to give that response, but I couldn't fit it in. That's why I think it's probably a Twitter account, because it's limited on what you can say. But I wanted to say what I thought about it. And you know, it's kind of a delicate subject, you know. You look at me and my skin is a light color. White, pink, whatever you want to say. But I'll be honest with you, I grew up in a small Midwestern town where a lot of people were racist. And then when I left that town and I joined the military, one of my first roommates after I graduated from recruit training was a black guy. And his name was Sandy. And I'll be even more honest with you. I was a little scared about that, because growing up where I grew up, I hardly ever met any black folks. And I heard a lot of bad things about black folks in general. But Sandy was nothing like what I heard that quote-unquote black folks were like. He had a great sense of humor. He was very intelligent, and he made me laugh a lot. And it wasn't long before we were really good friends. And then shortly after that, there was a guy named Maynard, and I'm not going to tell you his last name because, well, that wouldn't be right. But he was Filipino that got transferred into the room that Sandy and I were sharing at the time. It was a 4-man room. And he also turned out to be somebody that had a great sense of humor and a really good personality. And those 2 young men changed my whole attitude about race. Race doesn't matter at all. Personality and character is what matters. And that's what Dr. King tried to teach the whole country. Character. Not the color of your skin, not your economic background, nothing. Character and your personality. That's what's important. If you define yourself like superblackwoman1, seems to define themselves as a race before being American, and a gender too, if I'm to believe that superblackwoman1 is a female. Well, then you're defining yourself based on really obscure little attributes, I guess is the right word. I define myself as an American, and I've been reading a lot of history and looking at a lot of decisions that our government has made over the years. And well, I've come to believe that we are a nation of laws, not of men or women. And that's a quote from Jefferson, I believe, with a little embellishment on there. And I believe that the Constitution dictates what our president and what our Congress can and cannot do. And I also believe that most of what they are doing is outside of the Constitution, despite what the Supreme Court and various other federal courts might say about it. The Constitution is very clear. We the people loan a very limited amount of authority to the federal government. And the only reason that we do that is so that the federal government can protect our rights. And our rights do not come from government. They come from nature and nature's God. It's very clear. I like the thought that my rights come from something far greater than any government body. And no government body can grant me rights or take them away from me. And if you're the kind of person that believes that government can grant you rights, then you better be goddamned aware that they can also take them away if you give them that kind of power. Well, there's my thoughts on it. Superblackwoman1. You have a great day.